Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. The Bitcoin dipped and we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Tuesday. As Bitcoin dips down to 67K, we have some news for you. And Uphold actually came out with a crazy feature that is taking over the internet this morning. We're going to dive into that for our spotlight. We also have Mr. Beast buying a Gen Z bank. This, I thought, was very interesting. We also have a U.S. government. Are they going to buy Bitcoin? Jim Cramer feels like he needs to comment on that. We also have European news as Gemini is maybe making an exit out of Europe. We also have some interesting comments by the Fed about Bitcoin and crypto. Is our hype gone? Where's our sentiment? Where's the vibe? I guess he's trying to find it. So if you guys are ready for the Zest, the news, the education, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal. Where are my subbies? Okay, right here. Beautiful. 25,100 subs is the goal here. There we go. Beautiful. So make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, sharing it out. Thank you very much. I see there's an imposter of me that just jumped in on TikTok. If the mods can block them, that would be fantastic. It's like crazy how I see them coming out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, that's my profile picture, but they stole it. Right, Jonathan? Hello. And now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably how a lot of scammers know who's active in the community, because whoever's really active watches the show, the live stream, and then they probably just go in and DM people right off the stream. That's dirty. That's dirty work, imposter. Dirty work. All right, guys, let's get into everything. Let me say good morning to you as you say good morning to me, and check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then head over to Uphold, buy the dip with Uphold, and maybe get your paycheck on Uphold. Ooh. Jammer says there's 6 following me pretending to be you. Yeah, I don't know. TikTok is pretty dirty with that. I mean, Instagram is good, where they literally sent me a notification and they were like, hey, these 2 people might be pretending to be you. And then I just click them and confirm that they are imposters, and Instagram deletes them. Like, Instagram is great with that. I wish TikTok and X would do that too. Even YouTube, there's some imposters in the comments. So just please be careful. You can always go to my website and verify my socials. I have a blue check mark on Instagram and X, if that helps you at all. But let's say good morning to everyone. We got Silver Days, we got Rudy Poo, we got Mike Vollmer, good morning. Who else we got? We got Doge Bull. I think David Bowles is in here somewhere. We have Backup, good morning to you. We have Mama Shadow. We have Fitz, Peace, good morning. Mike Vollmer's chilling. John M 3960, good morning. Aquarian, I hope you had a good birthday. Mike Altman, good morning. Bobby F is here, good morning. Lasers, we were chatting earlier. Low battery guy over on Kick, good morning to you. Who else we got over here? Mike Mazzone and Yukio are on X. I see you guys. Chipper, good morning. Let's see. John Connor, nice to see you. I have notifications going off everywhere. Brothers Van Kirk and Doge Boy 001, hello on X. Mike S is over on Rumble. We love our Rumblers. We have a Noodle in the chat. Anubis, good morning. All right, guys, let's do this. Dave Digital's birthday is today. Well, happy birthday, Dave. Happy birthday, Dave. Justin Verse, good morning. Mr. 786, good morning. I'm just not going to say that username. It's going to... Yeah, it's too controversial. Mr. Flex, good morning. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, please smash the like, subscribe, and share if your heart desires it. All right, we're going to get into the market recap. Oh, hello, Ray K. We love Ray K. Turns out we are actually going to be giving away next week. So on Monday, the 16th, it's my birthday, guys. Yay. And I was thinking about giving $100 away, but it turns out we're going to give away $200 thanks to a very special community member. So thank you to community member, and we are going to give away $200 next week. So please make sure you're here February 16th. You have to be in the YouTube chat, and that's how you can register and enter these giveaways. So we're going to have some mod giveaways, some member giveaways, and some for the overall community. But again, Bitcoin is going to be given away, so be here. And I'm so excited. Hello, Jay Clint over there. We also have, who else just popped in the chat there I didn't say hi to before? Liberty and Trust, hello. And Gloria is here. Why, hello. John Shanks, good morning. Everyone, good morning. Okay, let's go into the market recap. We got Pippin up 51%, Rivers up 46%, Stable is pumping up 27%. Looking over here, Bitcoin is $68,288. We are down 2.6%. Again, the critical level to watch is that 69K or 68. Basically, that's where our previous all-time high was in 2021. The highest daily candle close of 2021 was 67K. And you can just see the wicks keep going all the way down there and tapping that 67K. Maybe this wick low is indicative of where we are going to go, because usually sometimes that happens where you have that little wick drawdown, we have a quick rebound, and usually we do slide back towards there. However, I do hope that this is the bottom. But nonetheless, we would look at that 60K out of precaution. Bullish scenarios at 72K, hopefully break over that 75 and jet set us back over the 90s, and that is the hope. We want to see 90K Bitcoin again. Green dot printed, pulling up that momentum. Money flow is picking up just a little bit. VWAP is curving down. We do not like a negative curvature. Looking at the RSI, we just broke out of that oversold. Now, we did have a little bit of a pump minor, but it seems like we're slipping again. I think it's good that we're bordering this oversold again. Just have people relieve their selling pressure. They want to leave, let them leave. But all the big boys are just going to scoop up their cheap Bitcoin. We do have Bitcoin ETF slightly rebounding, and this is the madness, the headlines, the psychology of the situation. But it seems as though we have a pretty neutral headline starting us off with the ETFs. So if you're ready for those breaking news headlines, sip your coffee, put a rocket emoji in the chat, and let's get after it. Bitcoin ETFs are rebounding, and it sounds so exciting because last week we were just seeing headlines, wham, Bitcoin ETFs, wham, wham, wham. But now that we're finally having inflows, maybe people's attitude would pick up just a little bit more in the trad Bitcoin world. $145 million flowing in. Bitcoin ETFs have extended a tentative rebound after attracting $371 million in net inflows last Friday, adding to signs that institutional demand may be stabilizing. Spot Bitcoin ETFs attracted a further $145 million in net inflows on Monday as Bitcoin hovered around the 70K mark. Inflows have yet to offset last week's $318 million of outflows and $1.9 billion in redemptions year to date, but the slowing pace of losses may point to a potential trend reversal. CoinShares head of research James Butterfield said on Monday, outflows slowed sharply to $187 million despite heavy price pressure, with the deceleration in flows historically signaling a potential inflection point. Do you think we're going up from here? Did we hit the bottom yet? Did we hit the bottom? If you think we're at the bottom, put a rocket emoji. If you think we are still going to go down, put a 2 or no emoji. Hello, Daniel Welby. Hello, Crypto Surfer, Maninja, all the beautiful people in here. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's continue. Now, do we have some interesting news from Gemini? Yes, we do. Gemini has been very interesting as of late, and they made their big entrance into the UK, into Europe. Seems pretty exciting. But we do know that Europe is a little bit shaky. The UK especially is shaky when it comes to anything crypto, being that if you're going to tweet out a meme, you're going to get arrested. So why would they want freedom money? Gemini is seeing that maybe the regulations, maybe things are too strict, maybe it's just too much. So they're going to make an exit. Oof. This is bad for the UK, in my opinion. Gemini's decision to exit the UK, EU, and Australia to focus on the US and Singapore has sharpened questions over whether the UK's still unfinished rulebook is deterring even well-regulated players the government hoped to attract. Which they don't want any of this. Trust me, they don't. In April of 2022, Chancellor Rishi Sunak said it was his ambition to make the UK a global hub for the crypto asset tech, unveiling treasury measures such as stablecoin regulation and launching a FCA crypto sprint to help firms invest in the country. However, Gemini's latest strategy update on Thursday, the exchange said many foreign markets were hard to win, with expansion leaving it stretched thin and burdened by organizational complexity driving up their cost. For Susie Violet Ward, CEO of Bitcoin Policy UK, the episode highlights how drawn-out rulemaking, overlapping regimes, and high compliance costs relative to market size are discouraging companies from building locally, even while the FCA moves towards a MICA-style prudential regime for crypto assets. So basically, there are no clear rules. It's too costly to even have to face all these regulators, probably pay their way in there. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it for these companies. But this is also a little bit of a signal that I think we might be capitulating, and hopefully the UK can turn it around and the EU can turn it around. It's just a shame how, again, retail wants this. But when you look at the regulations, again, it's not clear. And you could even go back to Coinbase, right? Coinbase, I think it was last week or the week before, we were talking about how the UK, the whole advertising agency they have over there, was coming after Coinbase because Coinbase was saying in their ads, essentially, because of the economic warfare going on here, well, crypto might be your way out. And the UK, the whole advertising agency found it offensive. So they're like, what do you mean? You're telling people we're not good enough. Well, it's kind of true. People wouldn't be suffering if your economy was great, right? And so Gemini is facing all these obstacles. Lawmakers are not making it easy over there. So it's like, sometimes you just got to bow out. Will I think they will eventually go? Do I think they will eventually go back? Yes. Do I think this will eventually open up? Maybe. It depends on how they essentially go about CBDCs. That's what their main objective over there is. The digital pound, the digital euro, that's all they want. So essentially pushing out crypto is going to make things easier for them. To be honest. Now, we're going to slide back into the U.S. because there was a little bit of a criminal case going on. Sentenced in the U.S., someone was sentenced to 20 years over a crypto scandal. What happened? Oh, boy. A federal judge in California sentenced Sorry, hold on. Let me pause this. So there was a sentencing of a dual national of China and St. Kitts and Nevis to 20 years in prison for his role in the $73 million international crypto scam. Darren Lee, who's a fugitive after removing an ankle electronic monitoring device in December, was also handed 3 years of supervised release for his role in an international crypto investment conspiracy carried out from scam centers in Cambodia. Cambodia has become a hub for pig butchering crypto scams, which basically, pig butchering, I believe it is when men are catfished into believing that they're talking with a beautiful woman. And that's not who they're really chatting with. So that's the moral of the story here. They generated over $30 million daily via forced labor compounds, and there was another report revealing how over $96 billion in crypto has been flowed through their companies, used heavily for money laundering and fraud. Again, horrible thing that went on. However, the only beautiful thing about it is that Bitcoin, crypto, it's transparent. So you can see where the money goes. So that's how we're able to break down scams like this. Meanwhile, you have all these other people in these countries that are calling people, scamming people, and they're using the trad system and they're getting away with it. And a lot of people are getting their bank accounts drained with these scams, yet can't even recover that. You can't even see where it's really going once they exit the banks and all that sort of stuff. So Bitcoin, crypto, transparent. We love that. We absolutely love that. And you don't even need a warrant to see where the money's going either. Like, that's the thing. Sometimes you have to have bank records given to you for all these criminal activities. Like, you don't even have the access to see all this stuff. But with crypto, you can see exactly where the money flows because it's a transparent, immutable ledger that anyone can look at any time. And that is just so important. So important. Let's talk about there are so many things I want to dive into here. I just don't even know where to go. Let's stay within the US government here. We have the Fed. Someone from the Fed is saying that the crypto hype is fading. Is it gone? How do you guys feel? Are you guys still bullish? One or yes emoji, two or no emoji. Let me see if you're bullish in the chat, please. Federal Reserve Governor Chris Waller says that crypto hype that accompanied Donnie T's election victory has begun to wane as the market has become more entwined with TradFi. And this is funny. This I thought was entertaining. He said, sorry. He said, I think some of the euphoria that came into the crypto world with the current admin, that's kind of fading. He says a lot of it has been brought into mainstream finance. Then, things have to happen there. So I think it was a lot of sell-off just because firms got into it from mainstream finance and had to adjust their risk position. He said more trad players have increased their exposure to crypto under the current admin, which has helped elevate the market. He still argued that Congress's failure to quickly pass the crypto market structure bill has put people off as it leaves much uncertainty about how the products are regulated. Which, you know what? That's the only thing I can agree on, because at the end of the day, the crypto market structure bill is bad, and we need to figure out a way. Again, it's not about the wording. It's about what is actually happening there. Oh, let's just word it the right way so everybody's happy. Like, no, let's just make something effective. He also brushed off the recent market drop as part of the game. You get in, you get money, you might lose money. That's the nature of the beast, which, true. Look, prices go up, prices go down. It's just the nature of the business. If you don't like it, don't get in. That's my advice to everybody. You know what? I really like this guy. At first, I wasn't enjoying what he was saying. But you know what? As we continue to gander at this man, true. You can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen, kids. I'm with this guy. I'm with this guy. He said some good things here. But I do think TradFi is buying our cheap Bitcoin. He literally said it. Oh, everybody's worried. Everybody's worried. But yeah, they're definitely buying your cheap Bitcoin. Don't play with you're not willing to lose. Pop off, friend on TikTok. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And everyone's looking for the government to bail out Bitcoin. Bro, why are we looking at the government to bail out Bitcoin? We shouldn't be looking at any sort of player. We should just be, again, looking at the fundamentals of Bitcoin being a decentralized peer-to-peer currency with no censorship and, a finite supply of 21 million. That should be enough for people. But people just need drama. They need just validation. Maybe that's a problem with humanity. We're very like, oh my gosh, we need approval. We need approval to feel good. Like, no, let's just stick to our convictions, have a good time, Jim Cramer has a little rumor he's been spreading. Donnie T's Bitcoin reserve doesn't exist yet. There's no mechanism in the government for wholesale purchases of crypto. But Jim Cramer had to say something. Oh my gosh, I can't. The president did order a strategic reserve. We know about this. And the Treasury Department and crypto advisors spent months auditing the federal holdings of crypto through the White House crypto advisor Patrick Witt, that they're still not going to share a number with us. But the process hit a snag. The advocates say they still need Congress to establish the stockpile under law, which... Oh, you're going to have Congress, Congress, all these old people that are backed by the banks and they are going to fight to the death to not approve this. Like, this is just so wild how we just can't get people with, like, partiality here, The White House hasn't responded to comment on the current speculation, but the current holdings may hover around $23 billion for this reserve. I do hope that we do have a Bitcoin strategic reserve amongst the states. I do hope we have it amongst the federal level, right? But there's so much that needs to happen here, especially when we're evolving in a world that's going digital. My generation does not care about your bar of gold. We don't care about paper money. We want stuff that's in our hand, instant, fun, and simple. Instant gratification. We have TikTok brain. We're scrolling like this. Oh, we have a 3-second retention rate. So if you don't catch us, we're not going to do it. And all these ACH transfers taking 5 days, that's ridiculous. The evolution of money is going digital. So I really hope people in Congress shape up and not only get a proper crypto market structure bill passed, and actually get definitions down. There's no way we should be passing any sort of bill when they don't know whether Bitcoin or crypto is a security or a commodity. They say Bitcoin's a commodity, but is it really? It's not a security. It's not a commodity. It's like a whole new domain. So before they could, actually go ahead and make a proper market structure bill, they need to understand what this technology really is. On top of that, besides the crypto market structure bill, where is the CBDC Anti-Surveillance State Act, which would ban the Federal Reserve from issuing a digital dollar directly to people like you and I? Once they do that, that's the market's done. We don't like that. That's why we Bitcoin. That's why we have the most peaceful revolution in history. And according to Ray Dalio, there's going to be no privacy CBDCs. What does he mean by that? American billionaire and hedge fund manager Ray Dalio has warned that CBDCs are coming, offering benefits, but also potentially allowing governments to exert more control over people's finances. He said, I think it'll be done. When he had an interview with Tucker Carlson, he said that CBDCs should be appealing or could be appealing due to the ease of transactions, likening them to money market funds in terms of functionality, but also caution their downsides. He said CBDCs probably won't offer interest, so they will not be an effective vehicle to hold because you'll have the depreciation of the dollar. He also warned that all CBDCs and their transactions will be known to the government, which is good for controlling illegal activity, but also provides a great deal of control in other areas. There will be no privacy, and it's a very effective controlling mechanism by the government. Thank you so much for saying what we've been saying on this podcast for over 3 years. Thank you. CBDCs, like Tom Emmer said, it's a CCP style surveillance tool. Once they give you a CBDC, it's control. We could look at the digital yuan. I played so many videos on the digital yuan, which is China's CBDC. Once they give it to you and they don't like what you're doing, again, China has a social credit score. So if you cross the street the wrong way, then they're going to reduce your points, right? If they reduce your points, then it'll eventually hit a marker where if it's too low, you won't be able to use your digital currency. They'll turn it off and you won't be able to buy anything. If they don't like your opinions, they shut off your wallet. And then what happens then? They're starving you out. You can't buy anything. And you go hang up your friend. Hey, dude, my social credit score is trash. What am I going to do? I need to buy groceries today. And they're like, sorry, bud, I can't help you because if I help you and they catch me helping you, then they'll also turn off my money. So the whole biblical love thy neighbor goes right out the window. Right out the window. CBDCs are greed. It is turning brothers and sisters of a country against each other. This is something that we will not get to vote on. It's not something that people will be able to have any opinion on. This is why we have to exit the system, because fiat currency is designed to fail. How do you think they're going to keep it going? Through this guise of a digital dollar, so we won't be able to know how much they print and when they print it. We already know they do digital printing. We know that our money that's in our bank account, there's no proof of reserves on it. How do we know our actual digital dollars in our bank account are really backed one-to-one? They're asking about stable coins, but what about our actual dollars in our bank account? But with the CBDC, they could just disguise all of it and censor you at the same time. Then social credit scores, all these things come into play, and love thy neighbor goes out the window. It is scary, and this is why we need to make sure we fight against this. Florida as a state has banned it. Has banned it. That should be a federal thing. A federal thing. That is so wild. So freaking wild. And you know who they're going to go after? It's going to be the people on welfare. It's going to be the people that have food stamps. It's going to be the people that they're like listen, we know people abuse those food stamps. EBT, it gets abused, used and freaking abused. I've seen it firsthand. It's wild. And so they're going to be like, oh, a lot of these people, they just want the easy cash. Some of them don't. Some of them need it. I get it. Don't come after me. But there are some people that will take advantage just like everyone else. They're like, free money, digital wallet, sure, I'll take it. And then the people that actually need that money are going to be dependent on that digital dollar because they're going to be like, listen, the only way you're going to catch this money, the only way you're going to get those benefits is if you accept it with the CBDC. So then that's how they're going to trap a bunch of the lower class. And then, you know what? The lower middle class get depleted. Upper class just becomes like, the select elite, and then everyone else will get thrown down too. And the only own nothing, be happy thing comes into play. We are not doing that. We don't subscribe to propaganda such as this. We are freedom fighters. We understand that we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the most peaceful revolution in history, and no one can stop you. No one can literally stop what you're doing, whether that's writing and inscribing a message in the blockchain for everyone to see, whether that's sending a transaction. Nobody can stop you. This is why Bitcoin. I really hope the United States really goes back to our fundamentals of life, liberty, and property, or the pursuit of happiness, because nobody's going to be happy if they own nothing. And we will not allow it. Absolutely not. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much. Whoa, we got some beautiful comments in the chat. Spice, spice, spice. Thank you guys again for being here. Jason Casper is in chat. Hi. We love Jason. Yes, digital slavery. Golden's here too. Guys, hi. Guys, I really want some like positive vibes this morning. I'm doing good, but like I need some positivity. Can I have a heart in the chat, please? Can I please have a heart in the chat? Heart. Your girls got a lot going on. Let's put some hearts in the chat. I would love that. We all need some love today, pretty please. Also, let's keep diving into Mr. Beast. So Mr. Beast made a move and he bought a Gen Z bank. This is savage. This is savage. And we also know he likes crypto. So, will there be crypto services there? We shall check this out. What's going on, Golden? He said 27 months. Wow. Yeah, bro. It's been 2 years. Over 2 years. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? Take a look at this. I love this. Mr. B said, I'm so excited to share that we're acquiring the financial services app, Step. Nobody taught me about investing, building credit, or managing money when I was growing up. That's exactly why we're joining forces with Step. I want to give millions of young people the financial foundation I never had. Lots to share soon. Bam! Thank you, Golden, for the 50 memberships. Put golden emojis in the chat, please. But this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Gen Z wants Bitcoin, and Bitmine just invested $200 million. Who's Bitmine? That is the ETH treasury company run by Tom Lee that owns like 3.5% of the ETH supply right now, which is crazy. And so apparently there might be some Bitcoin thrown in there. They're advertising this for Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and the younger generation. So I am pretty bullish on that, and I think this generation needs to be educated on finance because I know I wasn't, and I did basically all of this on my own with the financial education. So, and thank God. I mean, I was thrown into the fire. I mean, it was kind of like, you got to learn now because you have to live. And that's pretty much it. So, you know what? Maybe growing up quick was good for me. Who knows? Who knows? Can we have hearts in the chat? I want to see a bunch of goldens and a bunch of hearts, please. It would make me very happy. Very, very happy to see a lot of hearts here. And maybe a like smash. If you guys feel the vibe and you want to hit the like, that would be so beautiful. Okay, let's talk about Uphold because they're helping you with your paychecks. What? Uphold is introducing a new feature called Early Paycheck where you could get your paycheck 2 days early. Check this out. Or 2 days faster. Sorry, not earlier, faster. You could get paid early, faster, whatever you would like to say. But You can get funds up to 2 days before their scheduled payday. And all direct deposit users are automatically enrolled, no signups or opt-ins. And you could receive 4% back in XRP. This is freaking wild. On all qualifying paycheck deposits. So imagine you're earning 4% XRP back on your freaking paycheck. What? Let's learn more about this. Uphold is making the trad payday a thing of the past. Starting today, U.S. customers using Uphold for direct deposit can access their paychecks up to 2 days early, providing more flexibility in how they access and manage their daily finances. This gives users one more reason to use Uphold as part of their daily lives. Deposit and earn rewards with that 4% XRP back on every paycheck deposit above $250. Customers receive up to 3.75% APY with the USD interest account, and they're FDIC insured up to $2.5 million. So you're outpacing inflation and earning XRP back. That is crazy. And whether in crypto stables, fiat, or metals, with the Uphold debit card, while earning up to 4% XRP rewards on nearly every purchase. So you get 4% back on your paycheck, and then 4% back with the debit card. And Nancy Beaton, president of Uphold US, said, "At Uphold, we believe you shouldn't have to wait for the money you've already earned, period. Our goal is to make your money work harder for you. By combining early access with industry-leading rewards, we're helping our users get the most out of every dollar." Again, this is available to all U.S. customers who deposit all or a portion of their paycheck into their Uphold account, and users would receive a notification the moment the funds are available for use. Holy wow. Holy wow. Yeah, guys, that is quite wild that people are able to go ahead and like literally 4% back. 4% back on your paycheck, and then you could go spend it with your XRP debit card and earn 4% on your XRP debit card. That is wild. And again, uphold.com/Randy. You could go check that out. Go ahead, uphold.com/Randy. It is sick what they're doing at Uphold, I have to say. They are international, so they have services for people outside the US. And then there's like a link. Again, if you click this link and you're in the US, it'll take you to the US website. But just to be able to earn that 4%, earn that yield, 4% just for depositing, 3.75% interest, just mind-blowing. I don't know. I think that's crazy. And this is why the banks are scared. This is why the banks are scared, because the banks are like panicking over stable coins. They're panicking over crypto exchanges. This is why the Clarity Act can't move forward. It's because services like Uphold are destroying whatever the bank offers you. And this is what I said on Kitco News. I was like, does Gen Z want yield? Yes, of course we want to outpace inflation and make money. Yes. Why is our money not working for us? This is a prime example of our money working for us. Uphold, man. This is why I freaking love Uphold. Oh. Wow. Uphold.com/Randy. Click the darn link and enjoy it. That is so wild. That is so wild. Yeah, of course it's going to terrify big banks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Uphold never delisted XRP either. For all the people that were all like, sour over the XRP delistings, Uphold never faltered. I gotta say. Yeah, no. Pop off to Uphold. XRP is $1.40, by the way, since we're talking about it. We're down 2%. Wick low over here to $1.11. We're going to keep looking at that, as that was a level we were actually eyeing somewhat in the past. We're looking bearishly at that wick low still from that October takedown on October 10th at 82 cents. But if we go below $1, I think people are going to freak out. But our bullish scenarios are $1.43 and $1.83. That is what we're looking at. Let's go into our coins to watch, shall we? Gainers, losers, what's happening? Gainers, 52% is Pippin, Stables up 25%, Aster's up 10%, Meme Core's up 6.6%, and Quant up 6.3%. Looking at our losers here, Decred is down 10.6%, MYX down 9.4%, Hyperliquid, not so hyped, down 5% today. Curving down 5%. And Pump not so fun, down 4.2% today. Just Hold, it's going way up. Oh man, I want to see the number go up, but I also want to see people be happy, and I feel like people are just like mad stressed at the moment. I just want to tell everyone it's going to be okay. It really is. It's really going to be okay. And for the most part, guys, I think Bitcoin is doing fantastic. I'll show you the chart yet again. Like, this is a healthy chart. We had the all-time high of 2021. We bursted right through. We hit highs. We came right back down. And Bitcoin does this all the time. Like, we could look back. We could look back at how many times, again, right here, 30K Bitcoin up to 64, came right back down to 2830. We have to go back up. Literally right here too. Around 35K, pamp to 69, came right back down. This happens so much with Bitcoin. It really does. Look back here in 2017, 5K Bitcoin, right up to 20, came right back down to 5. And then look, took some time, but then wee. See, like, Bitcoin is just a roller coaster, man. You just got to wait it out. You got to just keep calm on along. Know that Bitcoin is the best performing asset of all time. Know that it is the money that's going to provide us all of the economic, like, you know, certainty in terms of money that no one can take from us. This is what life is about. It's about a revolution. This is not about number go up, but I think the chart represents life and interest and emotion. Thank you, Golden, for another 50 memberships. Holy word. Holy word. Oh my gosh. Givers gain indeed. Oh word. Oh word. Oh word. Oh word. Wow, some very interesting people getting these memberships. Wait, I see things popping up here. Golden said, roar. Roar to you too. That was funny. Jesse goes, roar, pamp the likes. Yeah. Roar. Rare. Okay, beautiful. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Jason Casper said buying between 30 and 70K this year will make you massive gains by 2029. And here's the thing, Jason. Here's the thing. Call me controversial, as these people say, but controversial. Call me controversial. I literally have the audacity of a crazy person. I told people last week, my audacity is through the roof. Why is my audacity through the roof? Because I tell people I don't care about this dip, because in 10 years, I'm just going to be happy I bought. That is what I care about. Because in 20 years, when my kids are like, yo, what were you doing in 2020 to 2026? Like, what were you doing, like, at the beginning of, like, the Bitcoin pop-off? And I'm going to be like, I was there, I was DCAing, I was buying, and I was telling the world about it. And I'm not going to back down. Never back down? Never what? What's that song? Never back down. Never what? Roar is like a T-Rex, not a little kitty. Roar. I don't know. That's as deep as I can go. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys very much for being here. I'm trying to check out the TikTok comments. But yeah, no, this is a beautiful time to be alive. I'm telling you. People are saying Bitcoin has an almost 100% chance of going to zero. That is hysterical. I mean, listen, people are panicking right now. There's a lot of capitulation. Everybody's crying. At the end of the day, I'm okay. I'm happy. I just know that we have to just get through it, and then everybody's going to be so happy again when Bitcoin goes to $200,000, and that's just what's going to, yeah. It's going to 1 followed by 6 zeros. Yes. I love that. See, I love the sentiment. We are just very bullish individuals. I really like see right through the madness. And you know what? The sentiment is actually picking up, because when I'm going out and, like, you know, to, like, my little events and things that I partake in, and people are asking me about Bitcoin, I was getting a beautiful text this morning, a beautiful question. I'm going to read the question. He wrote me a little bit of an essay, but he literally was like, sorry, this is an essay. But he was talking about Bitcoin, if it became the standard and like what would we do with our debt. But what I'm going to answer him, he's like, yeah, he goes, am I correct in assuming we would have to pay it all off? And would that happen with some really unpopular policies? I mean, I think people are not seeing like the progress, because if we have a Bitcoin strategic reserve, again, we're going to have to probably, according to the Bitcoin Act, again, this is not established yet, but according to the Bitcoin Act, they would ideally want to hold this Bitcoin for 20 years. And even Donnie T was saying on his campaign trail that we could essentially pay back our debt with Bitcoin and crypto. But the only way that's going to happen is if we actually have effective and clear laws of the land. Or else the rest of the world is going to take it. And then all the crypto bros are going to end up moving. Why do you think all these crypto bros move to Dubai or move to all these other countries to start their business? It's because there's actually a direction there. In the US, it's like you're lucky if you could even start a business in crypto without getting ridiculed. I mean, I think we need to like grow up. And these people that are regulating it, they need to go and get people in there that are half their age. We should have, the people regulating this should be 30 years old, 35. Like, the fact that a lot of these people that are regulating this have never touched this tech is deeply disturbing. Like, deeply disturbing. And then, you know what? They're probably insider trading the stocks. They're probably going to insider trade all the crypto stocks when they know something's going to happen. That's the craziest part. That's the craziest part. Oh my gosh, Golden with the roars. How would Bitcoin go to zero if I'm popping off and holding it down with the content creation? I can't. That's really funny. Listen, man, I'm trying. I'm really trying. I've been trying to get creative. Is this my account? Yes, this is my main and only missteencrypto related TikTok account. But wait, hold on. YouTubers aren't panicking. People are saying Bitcoin's going to zero. Maybe I should teach finance at MIT. That's so funny, man. Listen, I feel like I've just seen a lot. And you know, like people are capitulating when, and this is the funny part. People are capitulating when they come after my age on social media. Because what I'm seeing on social media right now in my comments, it's like, oh, she's just 22. She has no idea what she's talking about. Bro, I've known about Bitcoin since I was 13 years old. Almost 10 years I've known about Bitcoin. I grew up watching Bitcoin. You don't think I've seen these charts and I look back on the times and then I literally watch it in real time? You guys don't think I know. Guys, I've been here so many times before. I've been through like what? Since 2016? Like 2 cycles, bear markets, whatever you want to freaking call it. And Bitcoin has come back every time. Bigger, stronger than ever. I mean, sheesh. This is crazy. I started missteencrypto at 17 years old. I literally started when Bitcoin was at like 7K or something. Bitcoin was $7,000. I was 17 and I was in high school telling everyone about Bitcoin. And everyone that's freaking out now, Bitcoin is still 10x just about from when I was talking about it. Just a few years ago in 2020. 2020 Bitcoin was $7,000. Look at what we're looking at right now. We're still doing absolutely fantastic. And you know what I've been doing? Through the highs and the lows, dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging. It doesn't matter if this is too much for you, if the charts are too much for you, only look at it when you're watching our podcast, of course. And then after the podcast, don't check in. Let me check in for you. I will do the work for you. I will do the work for you. That's why I wake up at the crack of dawn. My friends want me to go to a 9 a.m. yoga class. I'm like, I got a podcast. I got a darn podcast. And I'm not gonna ditch y'all for anything. Because you know what? We love this community. We freaking love this community. And we know where Bitcoin is going. Which is why we're never going to stop. Which is why people might think we're little delulus. People might think our noodle is absolutely fried. But you know what? It is. It's burnt out from all the wackiness. And now I'm just left with the shrivels, with the ashes. And we're going to rise like a phoenix out the ashes. Our ashes are just all these little bears. Whew, whew, whew. Literally. Like, we could just go like this, whew, and all the bears will just go away because they're not strong enough to go through the storm. They're not. We're bullish people.
Welcome. Thank you. You're
Raw
welcome.
air.
Raw air. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Thank you. You're welcome.
Raw air.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're
Raw
welcome.
pump the likes y'all.
That was funny. Golden, oh my gosh, you were into memberships 3 times? Oh darn. What's Golden talking about? More what? Are we talking about more memberships? I don't know. Golden, this is up to you. Oh my gosh. Well, if you want to drop memberships, go ahead. Oh, you said coffee's calling. All right, we'll have your coffee. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and Golden enters. That's funny. Thank you, Jesse. But speaking of giveaways and things of the nature, guys, I'm reminding you that on Monday, February 16th, it's my birthday. Hi, I'm turning 23. I've been in this space since I was 17. This is like my millionth birthday celebration with you guys, and I love it. And I was actually talking about it the other day with someone. Like, people loved, like, I'm just so excited that I was able to like grow up in crypto and like just literally go from like a teenager graduating high school into like life, and just like going through life with you guys it's just so fascinating what we've done here. And I'm just like so happy that I've had the opportunity. And I feel like a lot of people in this chat have been following us and the journey since I was about 17, 18 years old. BBB has been here since literally day one. BBB, how do you feel? You've been part of this community for like almost 6 years. How do you feel about it? Let me know. Let BBB comment. This dude has been around since day freaking one. And on Monday, to my original point here, Monday on February 16th, it's my birthday. We're still going live, and I'm gonna give away $200 of Bitcoin. That's what I got so far. February 16th, 1/6 on Monday. That's my birthday. We're gonna give away $200 of Bitcoin, no matter where the market goes. Yeah. BBB said, normies have no idea how important Bitcoin is. They will. They're getting it. They're starting to get it. And so at the end of the day, we are bullish. We are going to keep doing the good things. It's okay. Let haters hate, bruh. It's okay. Let people chat in there. It's fine. It's really fine. Thank you, John. Thank you, everybody. Golden, don't you worry, bro. You've done more than enough. Don't worry about it, please. We love Golden. Golden, don't feel any pressure, man. Just be there if you want to be there. It's President's Day. Yes, that's true. Oh my gosh, wait. So you guys will be off. Wait, everyone's going to be off from work. So you can sip your coffees in peace and hang out with us and win some Bitcoin. Wait, that's actually fantastic. Yay! Wait, guys. You guys are going to be off from work. That's fantastic. But like I said, Golden, no pressure, bro. You've done so much for us. We just want you to hang out, and we'll drop your little emojis. But thank you guys so much, man. You guys are so beautiful, and this is just a beautiful space. And I really needed some positive vibes this morning, and you guys have definitely delivered. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Like, you guys, like, I'm looking at you. Like, you. I'm looking at you. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. And we're going to be back tomorrow, as always, doing the thing. And if you guys enjoy the show, you know, if you find entertainment, maybe some good vibes, maybe some bullishness, and some cool emojis. Like, if you enjoyed this this whole vibe of the show, and maybe uphold.com/Randy, and you signed up and you were like, oh my gosh, I'm earning 4% back XRP because I'm crazy. Then go check out uphold.com/Randy. Go smash like if you feel compelled. Like, you know, I want to ask you very nicely and polite. Please smash the like. Subscribe to the channel. Share this out with friends. Let's keep getting after it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I will be posting another video. Oh my gosh, Golden said more. What are you talking about? Right now, more of what? Wait, hold on. I'm scared. I'm scared to leave. What's happening? I was literally going to do my My jiggy. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna sit back for a second because I know there's a delay. Hold on. You wish you had OF on President's Day. Are you guys not OF on President's Day? Right, Ninja? I don't know how trad jobs work, man. I'm just here. I'm just here. Hold on. I'm waiting on Golden. What's he doing? I'm gonna give him another like 10 seconds ish. I don't know. Have you guys become a member yet? Feels like the 4-year cycle is intact. Either that or you lost your noodle. I don't think the 4-year cycle ever existed, Mr. Noodle. Scott said, I'm a bolt of energy. Why, thank you. Golden with another 50. Wait, is it distributing? Okay, I'm gonna wait till these they all give out in the chat and then I'll head out of here. Thank you so much, Golden. Golden, how many memberships did you give us today? 100, 200. Oh, bleep. Oh, bleep. The espresso of crypto. Oh, shoot. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Maybe I'm just a little crazy. Still no membership for Dino. It's okay. Maybe he has to okay it. If you guys see the blue box when the memberships originally dropped, just hit the allow gift. Pretty please. Red Fox said, I'm glowing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, darn. Thanks, guys. I've been really like doing my best out here. We're remaining positive. We're just it depends on the company, Randy, with human resource and whatever the CEO. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess it is. Yeah. I guess everyone has their own rules, their own company rules. Okay. I think all of these were given out. Thank you so much, Golden. His coffee is ready, which means we're out of here. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you, Golden, for all the memberships. Thank you, community, for being here. Again, $200 of Bitcoin we're giving away on my birthday next Monday, February 16th. Don't miss it. Peace and love to every single individual. We are here for the prosperity of the human race. Smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends. Have a beautiful day. Happy Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, stay zesty. Bye. Mwah.